greeting from Nigeria. From Nigeria, I'm saying a very good afternoon to you all. I hope we're all doing great today. Yes, today is another beautiful day. We're going to have our leadership training, and we have one of our very best to do that with us today. I want to appreciate everyone, every leader who have created their time to be part of this day's training. To our speaker, we appreciate you for your time and availability. To everyone who have joined us, wherever you're reaching us from, we love you. This is Immeri, and all we do is just to make sure everyone is in good hands. Good afternoon, Madam Grace. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have everyone here. Mr. Brian, thank you. Justina, I see you. Lisa, Mr. Johnson, Abigail, Mildred, everyone. Thank you all our 45 partners who have joined us. Please invite more of our partners to be part of this training today. It's going to be awesome. I'm so happy. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of this wonderful speaker I have today. Good day, Mr. Brian. Thank you for joining. Yes, thank you so much. I'm so happy. Keep inviting your partners. Let's do this. It's all we know is to be better, to be the best version of ourselves, and that is why we are here today. It's the leadership training from Immeri. And yes, before we begin, please, we would love to remind everyone, kindly mute your microphone. That's very important to avoid distractions. If you have any question, kindly drop on the chat box. It will be attended to. And yes, please, your writing materials, I hope they are ready, because my speaker is so ready to do justice to today's training. So are we ready? If you are ready, I want to hear we are ready. If you are ready, please, I want to see you give it to me on the chat box that you are ready, because I am so ready and eager to see what we have today. Fayama Plus, yes, I see you. You are ready? Mr. Lufemi, yes, I see you're ready. Mr. Akin is so ready, and I'm ready to bring up to stage to drive us all through this journey of the leadership training today. It's no other than an Immeri certified speaker, a manager in Immeri business. He's ethical and he encourages strategic thinking, an eloquent speaker, and yes, a handsome gentleman and a soft-spoken man. Please permit me as I may welcome our speaker for today in the person of Mr. Segun King. You're welcome, sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Very well, sir, we can.
All right, that's good. Anytime you don't hear me clear, well, please let me know so I can make adjustment very quickly. All right, thank you very much, Gina, for that introduction. I'm so glad and grateful to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive into this thing right away. But before we get on this thing, I want to celebrate everybody that is on this call today. I thank you for joining, because it is out of your busy schedule. I tell people it's like a university program. There are lots of courses. So you decided to get on this one because you are sure of the value you are going to get. So thank you very much for jumping on this call. And I want to take special shout out. I want to give a special shout out to all Immeri Nigerians. This week has been amazing. Congratulations for our 2 years anniversary celebration and Thanksgiving. It's been back to back success. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we are just getting started. Thank you to all the Immeri management team, Ms. Queen Kamoda, Ms. Joanne, Mr. Aries, Gina, every of the staff members that have made our jobs easier and have made our business possible. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to dive right into today's training. I'm so excited. This is a leadership training. In this industry, you are paid for your level of leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ship that can guarantee your financial freedom. Any other ship I can't guarantee. So let's get into this. Let me share my screen. I'm sure I have the host right. So let me get my screen on. Okay, I'm asked to switch my laptop. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me, please type a 111 in the chat box. If you can hear me loud and clear, I just need one person's feedback. All right. My video wasn't on, my audio wasn't on, so I believe it's good now. Is it, Mr. Brand New? Thank you for connecting. You're back. Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my concept of becoming more started at about 3 years ago when I made personal contact with Eric Worre. And the whole concept of network marketing dawned on me. Before then, I was just doing business. But that one contact, that one meeting, that day, redressed my brain, calibrated my brain, and made me know that this industry of network marketing is a personal development training program with a product or service attached to it, period. That is all it is, a personal development training program with a product or service attached to it. So your earnings, your progress is primarily dependent on your personal growth and development and what you have become and are becoming. Much, much more than even the product or selling you are doing. So ladies and gentlemen, this concept, I want to make it a reality for many of us today. Because the truth is that if you can see more, do more, become more, you will automatically earn more. Your check will automatically grow. Your board in immeri will automatically progress. You will know no stagnancy because as you grow more and become more, everything around you becomes more. And it's not just for your business, it's for your life. So ladies and gentlemen, let this phrase be a part of your life. If it has not become a part of it, let it become a part of you from today. We see 65 participants right here. If your members are not here, you're not doing them any good. You are doing them a disservice by not letting them see this presentation. I know there are lots of presentations, even on a day like this, but ladies and gentlemen, it's discernment to know the one to get on and learn from. So before I get started, I want to thank all my leaders in immeri. I'm going to start these things by acknowledging and giving all due respect to my sponsor in the business, Mr. Akin Barreto, and amazing wife, Mrs. B. Thank you for even believing that I could be useful enough to do business and do business with. I want to thank my mother in the business, the one and only J Mama in the building. I can't tell you how much I love you, but I'll say it so that the whole world will hear again. I love you so much, Mom. And I want to thank my patron and father in the business. Ladies and gentlemen, without a father, you cannot go further. No other person but Mr. Brian Louis. I've had the privilege of learning from him over the years before I even heard the word immeri. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. Becoming more. All right. So, what is becoming more? In any venture or business, what you become is always much more important than what you get. So what do you get here? You get 26 million naira, you get leadership bonuses, you get a brand new car that everybody on this call is going to get. You're going to get travels, you're going to get tours, you're going to get what again? A percentage, DDB, repeat sales bonus. Those things are beautiful, but they are heavily dependent on what you are becoming. So what you become in the process is much more important than what you get, because anything you get in terms of physical treasure, in terms of physical payment, you will spend, you will lose, but what you become stays with you. So if somebody takes your rank, takes your car, takes your team, they can't take what you have become. If my voice gets loud, it's because I'm becoming more excited and passionate. So if the volume gets so loud, it could reduce the volume from your end. It's okay, all right? You've got the volume control, right? If you're watching this on replay, just understand my excitement, because this is something that has become reality for me. If you have feedbacks for me, put it in the chat box. If you have questions, put it in the chat box. I will go through every comment in the chat section at some point. So ladies and gentlemen, in any venture or business, whether it's marriage, whether it's a course you're doing, whether it's a business, whether it's a project, what you become, nobody can take from you. All right. So always be more aware of what you are becoming. What are you becoming? Are you becoming better? Are you becoming hateful? Are you becoming terrible? Are you becoming kinder? Are you becoming more mentally matured? Are you becoming weaker? Are you becoming wicked? Are you becoming stronger? Ladies and gentlemen, you need to ask yourself every single day what you are becoming, all right? Because what you become, you remain and stays with you probably till the end of time, okay? So let us get into this. What is the definition of becoming more? I'm a trainer, I'm a teacher, I have a degree in education to show for it, and a postgraduate. So I don't just talk, I teach and train. So you might want to take screenshots, or you might want to take down notes. Not to be better, because you can lose the phone, but your books are not easily stolen, right? But your phone can easily get lost. Becoming more is a conscious, continuous, and deliberate process of learning, improving, and growing. I'll take that one more time. Becoming more is a conscious, continuous, deliberate process of learning, improving, and growing. Ladies and gentlemen, this call is going to be maxed out at 100. You don't want your team members to be the one that will not get on this call. See, it's a conscious effort. It cannot happen by accident. These things don't happen by accident. It's continuous. You can't say because you've got into Emerald Ambassador or Diamond Ambassador, and it stops. When you stop learning, you start dying. When you stop becoming, the people around you too stop becoming. It's deliberate. You have to be intentional. Many of my posts on my social media handles, I target intentional living. You have to be deliberate about it. You can't stumble on becoming more. You can't stumble on growth. Change is guaranteed, but growth is not guaranteed. So you have to ask yourself what you're becoming every single day. What are you learning? So what have you improved upon? If this is your second year in business, aside the monies you are making, what are you becoming? Are you becoming more eloquent? Are you becoming more convincing? Are you becoming more passionate? Are you becoming more deliberate? Are you becoming more mentally tougher? All right, you need to be checkmating yourself by yourself regularly. Okay, so like I said, change is inevitable, growth is optional. John C. Maxwell said that. I say, all right, so what are the processes of becoming more, ladies and gentlemen? Be sure to be taking notes. This is not a movie. This is not a cinema. Don't just hear and say everything is sweet. I like what he's saying. Take down notes, because you are representing a generation. You are representing your team members, both the ones you've gotten and the ones you are yet to get. You are representing a community. You are representing a group. You will name your group. My group is the World Creation Squad. This is an organization. You have your organization. If your team members have refused to get on to learn from source, you will become their source. So you want to pay attention to it for yourself and everybody that you will ever come in contact with. So what's the processes of becoming more? Number one, on learning. In my degree in education, I was told that many people don't learn because they start by wanting to learn. You don't start many times on a clean slate. Before you say Jack Robinson, there are things on your slate you don't even know. So you picked up stuff from somewhere that you will find out is not useful in a particular sphere. So you need to clean the slate so that you can start writing deliberately what you want to see on the slate. So there's the unlearning, which many people don't do. And that's where we're going to start today. Remember, this is a journey, and I'm privileged to be a part of this journey. All right. There's the unlearning. There is the learning and there is the relearning. You never stop learning. You never stop learning, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, let us get into the definition of unlearn. This is a school. This is a university. This is a course. And I'm grateful to be your lecturer today. So what is unlearning? To unlearn is to discard. You see, you do away with what is no longer serving you. You do away with what is no longer working. You do away with thinking. I call it thinking. You do away with hateful behavior. You do away with what is not making the world a better place. You do away with pulling things down that you should be pulling up. To discard a bad habit or a false behavior or an outdated information from your memory, from your hard drive. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have been taught a lie. A lot of people have been taught how to lie. A lot of people have believed a lie, and a lot of people have become a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, every word I'm speaking, I'm choosing carefully. So everything you have believed that is false has to be removed, discarded. It won't go by prayer and fasting. It has to go by conscious effort to discard. Whatever was working before that is not working again, you've got to expunge it from your system. That could be the only reason why you have not learned anything, and that's why you're not growing. That definition is not mine. It's from the Oxford Advanced Dictionary. The Cambridge English Dictionary describes unlearn as to make an effort. It's not something that happens by miracle. It's to make a conscious effort to forget your usual way of doing something so that you can learn a new and better way. Ladies and gentlemen, let go of the good and embrace the great. Let go of the good and embrace something better. You can't say this is my usual way of doing things. You don't talk like that if you want to grow. You don't talk like that if you want to become more. Say, that's how my father does it. That's how my father taught me. And that is how I'm going to keep doing it. No. You are deleting your ability to learn. You are making it impossible for learning to happen, because remember, people don't usually start from a clean slate. You will find out, wake up and see things on your slate. So why don't you take time to expunge them, to remove them, to get them out of the way so that the new can come? All things has to pass away so that all things can become new for you, including your finances. Let's get into this a little bit further. I want us to reflect on 7 things. And when I say us, including myself, ladies and gentlemen, this is a leadership training for everybody that wants to grow and learn, whether you are on the pre-associate board or whether you are on the director levels. Everybody can learn something every day. Even Eric Worre still learns every single day of his life. So let us reflect on these 7 things. Number 1, what are the thought processes you grew up with about money? I, at a point in my life, grew up and I saw my father with a lot of money. I saw 3 cars in our garage. And at a point in my growing up, I saw no car in the garage. I saw parents struggling at the point. So I've learned different things about people that have money, when they have it and when they don't have. What people teach you when they are rich is different from what they teach you when they are poor. The kind of humility they exude when they are poor, they don't exude it when they are rich. Rich parents teach their children different things than poor parents do. So what did you grow up with about money? Did you hear things like money don't grow on trees? And by the way, money grow on trees. Today is not the training for that. So what have you learned? What is your school of thought about money? Because if money was not that important, you would probably not register in immeri. Be honest with yourself. What did you learn about people with money? Do you think everybody with money stole it? Do you think everybody that is a star director was just given? Really? Do you think people at the top are the only people that deserve it? Have you ever pictured yourself as having money? Have you ever attached the name billionaire to your name even while you're joking? Are you the type that believes that contentment with godliness is great gain, and you don't believe that it makes all things beautiful and it wants you to become all things? What have you been told about ambition? I met a lady, and when I was prospecting her, the prospecting finished in 3 seconds. I asked her, would you describe yourself as an ambitious person? I don't usually ask that, but I asked this lady. I said, would you describe yourself as an ambitious person? She said, ambition is dangerous. And I told her, ambition is the stuff of life. We almost had a disagreement, and I said, you know what? I'll call you back later. I saw somebody that had things to unlearn, and that phone call was not the time for it. What are your definitions of success? Some people think they are successful because they have power to use and abuse. What are your symbols of success? Is rank equivalent to success? No. Is driving a Mercedes-Benz equivalent to success? No. You could have been given, you could have been dashed as a birthday gift. What are your symbols of success? What have you been told about business? I grew up seeing my father do job, and he attempted a business and he failed. You know what that did to me? I told myself, business is hard. Business is difficult. Let me settle for job because of the safety and security. Because I saw my father, he was trying to set up this soap company, and the soap was not selling, money was not making, we were not eating. I saw my mother do some businesses. It was succeeding, but she was struggling. So I told myself, business is a struggle. So when I finish from university, I'm going to get what? A job, because I don't want to struggle. So what have you been taught about business? You think business people are superheroes that fell from the sky? No. Would you describe yourself as an introvert? See, all these are reflections. They are rhetorical questions you should be answering yourself now and after. Take a screenshot of this slide. Are you an introvert? Some people think if they are introvert, they can't talk to people. Not all introverts are dumb. And even people that are dumb, they still speak. They do sign language and they talk and communicate. So what does your description of yourself do to your limitation? Somebody said, I'm an introvert, I can't do network marketing. Eric Worre is an introvert. Almost every leader has learned something from that. And I will mention that name until that name sticks in your head. What have you defined and labeled yourself as? What is your label doing against you? What have you believed about yourself? And does that belief limit you in any way? Ladies and gentlemen, some of us have gone through stuff. Some of us should not be believing anything. Some of us should not even believe ourselves. Some of us should have killed ourselves. Some of us should have vanished from this universe, but we refuse to just vanish into thin air because we believe that we are God's highest form of creation. And so all things are possible. And so we believe the best about ourselves. And so night might be on, but morning will come. And finally, what is your sunesis about network marketing? Somebody must be like, Segun, what is sunesis? What does sunesis even mean? Sunesis means your body of knowledge and understanding and your relationship with that understanding. Your living, daily, walking, talking relationship with that understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, many people fail in network marketing because they have believed junks and craps from failures in network marketing. So my beginning days in network marketing was with a company that starts with G. Don't bother about the full name, but it starts with G. Don't put it in the chat box if you know, don't worry. And the definition is that you must suffer, suffer, suffer. Hustle, hustle, hustle. It's blood, bullets, iron stones before you see money. And guess what? I believed it. So I saw network marketing as a war, a struggle. So it would eventually affect how I talk and relate to people. Thank God I unlearned that nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, these reflections can be the beginning of a new journey for you. See, your thoughts limit you and your conversations limit you much more than what people tell you about you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are learning stuff, you need to be sharing this stuff. Give me feedback in the chat box, but don't let the typing you're doing distract you from the notes you're taking down, okay? Let's jump further. So what is the definition of learn? What's the definition of, if you check very well, the word learn has the word earn in it. So if you can't learn, you are not going to earn. You will not see 1 naira. You will not see 1 cedi. You will not see $1 if you don't learn. That shouldn't scare you, right? Because only armed robbers and even armed robbers have to learn the skills of robbing before they can earn on their robbery occasions. So what is the definition of learning? To gain or acquire knowledge or skill in something by study, by experience, or by being taught. You can also define learn as to gain knowledge or a skill that makes it possible for you to do something. So you don't just learn for learning, you learn for doing. And that's where there's a huge gap called the knowledge gap.
It's the gap between what you've learned and what you're doing. The wider that gap, the smaller your income. See why you don't have a lot of money? The wider your knowledge gap. Some have not learned anything, so there's no knowledge gap for them. Knowledge gap is what you have learned versus what you are doing. Some don't have knowledge gap, so their own is worse. To gain knowledge or a skill that makes it possible for you to do something. I hope we're learning stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let us ask ourselves some million-dollar questions. You see, this industry has created the most millionaires in the world. Don't argue with facts, only fools that proves. So let's ask some million-dollar questions. What have you learned so far about network marketing? Did you learn it from failures? You learned it from your aunties, cousins, nephews, best friends, husband that bought a package of 20,000 naira and say, I didn't make money? Did you learn it from internet because you think network marketing is a scam, as in who is your teacher? Like, what have you learned so far about network marketing? You might need to unlearn a lot of things, a lot of nonsense you have read. A lot of bloggers have said stuffs. It's not new. They've been saying stuffs about Amway before I was born. They'll keep saying stuffs after we leave this world. So you're going to create a study for yourself based on people's junk and people's misunderstanding. Where did you learn it from? Is it in a conference? Is it in GoPro? Is it from business startup? Is it from immeri growth? Where did you learn what you learned from? Who did you learn it from? What is the name of the person? Where is the person in the top 100 earners list in the world? Where is the person's, who taught the person that taught you? Who is your mentor's mentor? Do you know who your mentors are? Can you list their names? Do you know their websites? How many of their books have you read? Do you even have a mentor? Ladies and gentlemen, my game in network marketing jumped up. We are 93 right now. I think there's 7 more spaces for 7 lucky people. Let that 7 people be your team members, except you're watching this on replay. And you will still have to share it after you're done watching. Who is your mentor? Like, who is your daddy in network marketing? Who is your daddy? My game changed ridiculously when I met Eric Warren. I ate every video he had in his website. I watched all his million-dollar interviews. I listened and listened and listened and listened. I was like preparing for JAM, for those that know what JAM means in Nigeria. I read until I can quote him verbatim. I can tell you everything in GoPro word for word. I read that book. I've become that book. I've given over 200 copies of that book out. Who is your mentor? Who is your daddy? Who are you learning stuff from? Is your daddy a millionaire maker? If he's not, you have the wrong daddy, man. How many books have you read from a mentor? Does your mentor ever have any book? I know some mentors don't write, but how many of their conferences and meetings have you attended? Have you paid for any of them? See, buy knowledge. See, knowledge is expensive. It should be bought. You want to attend everything for free. This training should not be free. But somebody's giving it for you for free. Are you even appreciating it? Or you are complaining you don't even have data? When they spend 20 minutes, I will leave because it's eating my data. Are you listening to yourself? You've never paid $1,000 for a conference. That's why you can't pay 100 MB for a Zoom training. And how have you been making use of what you have learned? How have you been making use of what you have learned? So you just go for business startup. You write notes up and down like a typewriter, secretary. You don't even open the notes. You don't have a living, walking, talking relationship with your notes. And you want to grow? Who are you deceiving? These are million-dollar questions I wish to answer for you, but I can't answer for you. It's unfortunate. You have to answer it for yourself. Let's jump on. I want you to ponder on this. Anything you have not learned is difficult. And everything you have learned automatically becomes easy. I'll give you life examples. I do well with examples. When for fathers and mothers and aunties and uncles that have nieces and nephews, have you seen how many times a child attempts to walk and he falls down? Have you seen it? You that is listening to me, did they tell you how many times you attempted to walk and you fell down? The first time you fell down, do you think your mother cried? Do you think they like, hey, Opari? No. Do you think they were weeping for you? No, they know it's the process. Hopefully your house had rugs in it, so when you fell, your head didn't break. When you started to talk, you didn't say good morning as good morning. You said it in a way that nobody could hear, including your parents. Most of us, the first thing we said in Nigeria was up Nepa before we could say dada or mama. Some of us can sing today. You were not singing from your mother's womb because you were alive in that womb. You started to practice do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You became good with sophotonics, and you started getting good with tenor, alto, treble. Some of us can dance. You think it's easy to dance? My wife is not a great dancer. I'm an okay dancer. I learned this stuff. It was difficult to dance at a point, but now I dance without thinking. Look at the first time you held the steering of a car. Were you confident? No, you were afraid you were going to hit the rock. I remember one Mercedes-Benz my mother bought. I destroyed that car, man. I drove the car into a building. I broke down the NEPA pole. I broke down the gate. And my father was telling my mother to calm down. My mother said, I will not calm down. My father understood that was the process. Anything you have not learned is difficult. Today, I can drive it with my left hand and with my right hand making a call, and I will drive that car. Anything you have not learned. So don't tell me I don't know how to talk. Don't tell me what you can do. Tell me what you can learn. Don't tell me I don't know how to sell. Don't tell me I don't know how to prospect. Don't tell me to help you with people. No, I will help you with you. Then you help yourself by doing it. If I keep helping you, if people keep helping you to do stuff, guess what? You're not going to grow. They are killing you without you knowing, and you'll be telling them that you are grateful for them killing you. Everything you have learned automatically becomes easy. Check it. What are the difficult things that are easy for you right now? Can you slide network marketing into that list? Yes, you can. And yes, you will. Apparently, we are more than 100 right now. Keep them coming. Let them join. It's for their good if they hear this thing from source. Ladies and gentlemen, let us go into the third aspect, which is relearning. We've talked about unlearning. Remember, your slate is not always fresh and clean. There are stuffs on the slate without even knowing. You have to wipe that slate off. Some people have a past. Some people have failed in like 5 companies. You think they will just come into immeri and just begin to learn? They need to unlearn the stuff, the wrong system and the wrong strategies that kill them in their former companies so that they can appreciate new ones and begin to learn them. So what does it mean to relearn? It means to learn something previously known. Again, that's the Collins Dictionary. To learn something again as after having forgotten it or neglected it. Ladies and gentlemen, list out all the trainings you have ever attended. If you have not used those things, guess what? You need to relearn them, because once you neglect it, it goes into hibernation. Only a learning and a doing can bring you back up again. Okay? No matter what your rank is, we're not talking ranks, we're not talking boards here today. No matter what your rank or board color looks like, you can be on the pre-associate board or associate board and be learning super duper stuff that some directors don't know. It's your personal journey. It's your personal learning. It's your personal race. It's your personal growth and development. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't understand anything until you learn it more than one way. After you've learned it, don't say, I already know it. Can you do it in another way? See, the last 72 hours has been amazing for me. The last 24 hours has been amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, only me and a few people know how the last 24 hours have been. So if you are rigid, if there is only one way you can do something, you are still limited. If they take that one way from you, will you survive? If they stop Zoom presentations, will your business still grow? If they stop on-site presentations in immeri growth office, will your business still grow? If they don't do any company event in your state, they take out that one way, will your business still grow? If they take away home parties from your business, will your business, see, don't be restricted to a method. Don't be a one-way, straight-jacketed, restricted person. Be dynamic, be flexible. When this way is blocked, go past another way. I didn't say follow one way. I said follow plenty ways. Because there's more than one way to kill a fish. You can shoot the fish, you can break his head, you can burn the fish. Be dynamic in your systems so that when that door shuts, your progress does not shut. Looks like I'm preaching, right? Just be saying amen and be taking notes and be sinking it into your spirit, okay? This training will change some people's life. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people. I'm confident about that. So whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition, an emotion will one day become a reality. I like how this meeting was announced. This meeting was announced in a very beautiful way. Let me read it out, because that word reality is a very, very massive word. You see, until something becomes your reality, then you don't have that thing in your space. Ladies and gentlemen, they said the first responsibility of a leader is to define reality. If you want something to become a reality, let it be on repeat, autoplay. Many songs that we know today and can sing is because we repeated them over and over again. What is now your best song? It has become your best song because it was put on auto repeat, auto play, repeat. You woke up to that song, you dreamt about that song, you even dreamt you were hugging and kissing the singer of the song. It's because it was on repeat. You can't learn prospecting and say, I've learned it. How big is your business? Are you always in phase one? You can't grow to a level whereby you can't do simple stuff, because the simple stuff done repeatedly will give you big results. Okay, that's said by El Nightingale, not by Segun King. All right, repetition is a secret to deep and long-lasting impression. This is by Chris Oyakilome, DSCDD. If you want to create an impression, see, you don't rehearse speech on the morning of the speech. The best speech are not the speeches you rehearsed. The best ones are the ones that come out of your belly. You open your mouth and you are speaking Rema, not logos that you copied and pasted from somebody's website. You want to create that long, deep, lasting impression when you're speaking to prospect? Repeat some of these principles. Let this soak inside your spirit. When you're talking, you will not be saying, Mr. Segun, how do you convince people? That's an amateur question. How do I convince people? I don't convince people. I speak with conviction because I've repeated these things and my spirit speaks it without my mouth moving. Long-lasting impression. It's not a day job. It's not a week job. It's not a month job. All right? So let's talk about some realities. Let's talk about see, if you're having fun, just be giving me the feedback in the chat box. See, I wish this was a one-on-one training, but it is what it is. It's a Zoom, so I'm not seeing nobody. The only thing I'm seeing is the comment in the chat box right now. So let's talk about 3 realities. Ladies and gentlemen, reality number 1 is the word entrepreneurship. Whether you do this full-time or part-time, you're an entrepreneur. The best route, or should I say route, to entrepreneurship is network marketing. The best business school you can go. I don't have an MBA. I almost did an MBA, which should have become my 3rd master's. But I thought it was not necessary because network marketing is more than enough business school. It is more powerful than Lagos Business School. For those that have gone to Lagos Business School, congratulations, but that's theory, man. I repeat, that's theory, man. This is street. This is real life. This is where you take the knuckles and you go to the clinic and take some plasters. And while the plaster is on your nose, you're still talking immeri. You're still talking your business. You're still talking. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it's okay to feel bad once in a while, but you cry 2 seconds, you clean your eyes, and you move on. They don't teach you that in business school with a professor in front of you that is probably hungry. So the reality is that you're an entrepreneur, and in entrepreneurship, you are still employed. See, this I don't have a boss thing is a good thing and a bad thing. I don't have a boss. No. All my uplines know. I call people boss out of respect, not because they employed me. In entrepreneurship, you are still employed, but you're not employed by somebody. You're not employed by a company. You're employed by yourself. So I know there are 4 quadrants. I know the 4 quadrants. I know it's employees, self-employed, business owner, investors. I know, and I know you are in B quadrant, but ladies and gentlemen, you are self-employed. Nobody tells me when to come to the office. So I don't, because of that, misbehave. I know what I have to do, and I do without anybody telling me, have you gotten there? Because it's a process to get there. Some people can't function without supervision. I don't ask my team members to do 3-way calls. If you want to do it, and I'm going to do it with you. If you want to prospect. My upline has sponsors, not one of them, from Mr. Aki Barreto all the way to Mr. Lauchang Guan and Mr. Brian Louis. None of them ever have told me one day to prospect. I know what I got to do because they give me the blueprint. I should go turn into a white print. You are still employed. So how much of yourself have you employed? See, as an entrepreneur, you are never unemployed. You are always employed. How much of yourself? Did you just employ your right hand and your left hand is unemployed? Did you just employ your brain and your mind is unemployed? Did you just employ your ears? You are hearing everybody's gist, but your mouth is not talking to prospects. Did you just employ the part of your mouth that carries gist and rumor, but that part of your mouth that prospects is on holiday? Do you just use your mouth to eat and you don't use your mouth to take your product? You need to be fully employed. Ask yourself, do you have defined hours per week? Ladies and gentlemen, kid yourself not. Answer this question in your mind. Are you full-time, part-time, every time, or no time? For you to be on this training, you do not belong to no time. Because other people can't come for training like this. Either they are full of hate, they are full of pride, they are full of ego, or they are in a wedding. There's always a wedding, there's always a party, and there's no progress in their business. Where do you see money to go to those places? I don't know. Are you full-time, part-time, every time, or no time? Everybody around me know I'm not full-time. There's something bigger than full-time. It's called every time. I've done 3-way calls at 1 a.m. I've done 3-way calls because your midnight is another continent's morning. You need to understand this full self-employed thing. Your midnight, you can say, don't get angry because your midnight is somebody's evening. Your midnight is somebody's morning. If you really want to grow a global business, you will not be full-time, you'll be every time. Because you want to have a team on the West Coast and on the East Coast. Some don't even put any time here. Some, you will send this recording to some of the team members, they will not even watch it. They will not even say, thank you for this resource you sent to me. People so do not appreciate training and they want to appreciate commission. Which planet are you from? And the third question, how much will you pay someone in your organization, in your team, if the person did exact amount of work you did in the last 30 days? Ha! How much, let's say you have 3 team members. Look at the amount of work you've done in the last 30 days. If they do that same exact amount of work, as a generous, godly person that you are, and you are in touch with reality, how much will you pay them? Knowing fully well they should be paid from their productivity. Ladies and gentlemen, no productivity, no profit, man. Stop expecting results of the work you have not done. You're not a thief. Except you're telling me you are. How much will you pay? Look at your commissions don't lie. Your commissions don't lie. If you sign up for that compensation plan, then your commissions don't lie. I was at the 2 years anniversary. I was privileged to be there. I saw the checks on stage and I asked myself, Segun, have you done this amount of work? And the answer I answered myself was no. See, when you deceive yourself, you cannot be helped. But when you say the truth to yourself, you can be helped. Let's go to reality number 2. Network marketing is a showbiz. Are you finding value? Are you finding value? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm teaching this thing, but I'm finding value for myself. It's a showbiz. Network marketing is a what? It's a showbiz. The showbiz that many of us think that it is a show off. So you're showing off your new shoe. You're showing off your new clothes. You're showing off the countries you visited. You're showing off, what again? Showing off your new car. By the way, I will show off my new car soon. You're showing off. There is more to showbiz than show off. There is a show and there is the business. It is all about show the plan, show the plan, show the plan. One of my mentors, I can't help it, is my age mate, but my mentor. Now I'm giving my age away. David Imonite. He said, STP, 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 show the plan, show the plan, show the plan. How many show the plan are you doing? Forget whether you're a presenter or not. Forget whether you are a growth trainer. That's not what I'm asking you. How many times have you shown the plan? On a Zoom, on a one-on-one, in people's offices, in people's homes, in people's parlor? How many times? The number of times you show the plan and the number of people showing the plan in your team will automatically determine the growth of your team. I'm grateful to God that some people in my team can show the plan. In your team, how many can show them? I didn't say train them to show the plan. You don't have to be on training. There's the immeri growth university that will train them. Expose your people to the ability to show the plan. If they can't show the plan, they will not be able to enjoy the showbiz. And according to my most delectable, sweet princess, Daisy, she will keep saying, show up. How many times are you showing up? You are in Lagos and you complain that the office is far. Is the embassy far? Is the embassy far for anybody that wants to get a visa? They tell you that, you know what, this is the deal. For the next 6 months, show up 3 days a week at the embassy. Just show up, make attendance, sit down for 30 minutes, then go home. If you do that 3 days a week for 6 months, we'll give you American embassy. Sorry, American visa. Shebi, you know you will have collected the visa already. You will tell everybody in the world, if you go there 3 days a week for 6 months in a row, they will stamp the American passport, and there are beggars and juggernauts also in America. So what's the big deal? Ladies and gentlemen, it's a showbiz. You've got to show the plan, and you've got to do what? Type in the chat box, show up. Type in the chat, just you see, whatever your hands can motion, your brain will remember. Just type in the chat box, say showbiz, showbiz, show up, show the plan, showbiz. Show it until they are tired of seeing it. All right, I will talk about this showbiz towards the end again, but reality number 3. This one is a little bit harsh. This one is a little bit tough. This one is a little bit cruel, okay? But reality number 3 is you will make a choice. You make the choice today. Either you get killed or you get killed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's harsh, it's tough, but it is what it is. Either you get killed or you get killed. Stop disrespecting the industry. This industry is beautiful because it allows anybody to come in the way they are. That's the mantra of some churches, and that's not a problem. They say, come in as you are. You can come in as you are, but you cannot remain the way you are. You cannot be talking ta-ta-ta like a 2-year-old. You cannot remain scattered in your conversation. You cannot remain uncoordinated. You cannot remain, scattered and expect to grow. If you remain the way you are, your account will remain 0. Stop. See, you understand that to be a medical doctor, to be in the medical industry, you need about 6 years in university and probably about 4 or 5 years to be a consultant. Can you allow anybody to tear you up without having a certificate, without having the skills of performing an operation? Are you really enter an airplane and you will hear that this pilot did not finish secondary school? Imagine you are flying to Enugu or to Abuja and they announce before they can say this pilot, this one that is holding the wheels of steel, did not finish primary school, did not go to secondary school, he failed in aviation school. You will leave your money for them, you will come down and you will not even ask for refund. Ladies and gentlemen, read this next slide. I put this statement up. You would not make the mistake of flying an airplane without going to flight school. So why make the mistake of taking people on a flight to financial freedom without going through a proper business school? Why? Why are you doing that? Why? You're taking people on a journey to financial freedom and you can't even spell freedom in your head. You don't even know what finances and money is all about. Stop disrespecting the industry. If you fly an airplane without going to aviation school, you will not just die, you will kill everybody on flight. Can you see why your finances are dying? Can you see why your businesses and those in your team is probably dying? You're not taking them on a flight. You will not even connect them to Immeri Growth University and the Zooms. And you're complaining. You have soldiers you have not trained and you're taking them to war? Like, seriously? Today will be the last day you will do that. Let's talk about the skills. So if you don't want to get killed, we will be wrapping up this training in less than 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. If you don't want to get killed, we still have 122 people on this training. Thank you very much. You're spending the most precious part of your Saturday on a training with me. Amazing grace. How sweet. 7 skills you have to get if you don't want to get killed. I didn't bring this thing up. Eric Worre, one of the best trainers in the world, put this thing up. You want to learn from the best? Start learning today. You want to be the best? Then start learning these 7 skills. Today is not the day to go through these 7 skills. No, it's a different training entirely. Not today, but you have to know. So after we leave this slide, score yourself out of 7. You know you're in your house. You are by yourself, probably on your bed, on your toilet, or your kitchen. That's the beauty of network marketing and online presentation. You could be anywhere. Only you know where you are. out of these 7 skills, how many do you have? If you don't have it, if you don't have a particular skill 70 over 100, you don't have it. So just call yourself 0 on that. In prospecting, there's a way to talk to people. There's a way to talk to a professor, and there's a way to talk to, forgive me, a school dropout. There's a way to talk to a governor, and there's a way to talk to a civil servant. There is a way to talk to somebody that has a PhD and somebody that barely passed senior WAEC. Don't talk. See, network marketing looks like a leveler. It's only in church, mosque, and in network marketing, you see billionaires and poor people sitting together, both saying amen and listening to the same stuff. But I kid you not, network marketing should not be a leveler. I know there's equity, there's fairness, there's justice, but it's in network marketing, you will see a professor of medicine sitting down with somebody that's probably dropped out of primary 2. But that is not a reason to talk to people the same way. You need to look at faces, man. There are cadres to this thing. You don't tell your best friends the same thing you tell a senior colleague. No. You can't want to prospect a governor of a state and be telling the governor you have to be hungry. Are you listening to yourself? How did he become a governor if he wasn't hungry enough? You can't be talking to a professor of medicine and be saying your health is important. It will school you on health and take you to school of health. You need to know what to say. That's prospecting. Know the right things to say to the right people at the right time in the right way. Number 2, inviting skills. See, don't play with people on their level. They will drag you in the mud. This is my example. I've been doing this training for 3 years, becoming more. I'm privileged to be taking it today with all of us here. It's a privilege. I say inviting, it is bringing people from their space to your space so that you can influence them maximally. I'll take that again. If you cut that as to write that down, good for you. See, inviting is bringing people from their space to your space so that you can influence them maximally. So you want to influence a couple of guys. You can't go to Oshodi under bridge and do that there. You have to invite them to your classy space. If you're a person of class, you need to invite them to your space so that you have the authority to influence them. The ability, you can't influence them in their space. You need to bring them up to your space or bring them to somebody that has that cloud and space to influence them. Ladies and gentlemen, stop playing low, stop playing small, stop begging, stop meeting. I know it's good to stoop to conquer, but it's not that kind of stoop to conquer here. Bring people to a space. This is a Zoom room. This is a space. Have you seen the participants on this call? I'm shocked. Do you know the people in immeri? They are barristers, they are senators, they are governors, they are people in the House of Rep, they are professors of medicine, they are medical doctors, they are engineers here. Bring them to a space where they can see respect, honor, value, and wish to be like people in our space. It's an environment, it's a space. Bring them there. Number 3, presentation skills. This thing I'm doing today, I'm the last person that should be doing it. I'm not ashamed to say this. I grew up as a stammerer. I'll be stammering, my mother will be crying that this fine boy, but he can't talk. Look at me today. Put me in a house of assembly. I will address the house and the speakers with the governors and president inside. I will finish talking with that microphone and they will give me a standing ovation. It is not bragging. It is what I've become. And guess what? It is still a journey. Was I born like this? No, I was bullied in secondary school from GS1 to SS2. The bullying stopped when I got to SS3 because I became a prefect. Who bullies a prefect? There's a way to present. There's a way to, present. There's introduction. There's the meat. There's the closing. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a method to this madness. You can learn it. Follow-up skills. Can you remind people without insulting them? Can you remind people without bugging them? Can you check up on people without being a nuisance? Yes, you can, if you have the follow-up skills. Number 5, can you ask for the sale? Can you close people? I didn't say close their mouth so that they don't talk. Closing. When I was in the bank in UK, I learned this thing. Oh my God. Like, there are things to say to get the sale. There are things somebody will hear. It will change his mind from classic registration and do 3 agencies. There are things you say and they look at you like this and they are seeing their financial freedom in your hand. They know if they don't take your hand, they are doomed. See, there's a level to this thing. There's a level to this thing. There is a way to get people started. Don't collect their 296 and run away. Hey, don't do that. Because you have 10 legs, you can discard 4 and work on 6. Don't do that. There's a way to get them started. Introduce them to, if you go to my Facebook page, Segun King, you will see Immeri Growth University. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. If you can hear me and see my screen well, please give me some comment in the chat box. I need that feedback, please. If you can see my screen, you can hear me, please, please, please give me the feedback. Very, very important. Very, very important. If you can see my screen, you can hear me, please give me some feedback. Feedback is life, man. All right. Okay, good. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for your feedback. So, ladies and gentlemen, there over 130 people are attending the training. How many of your team members are here? Every Zoom training is an event. The Immeri 2 years anniversary was an event as much as this training is an event. Every time you see a flyer, if you are not sure if it's an event or not, find out, is there a flyer to it? If there is a flyer to it, then it's an event. If there is a flyer to it, there's an event. If you miss it, meetings make money and events build belief. If you didn't write anything down, write that down. Meetings make money and events build belief. Do not waste events. Do not miss. I'm a product of many meetings. The day Mr. Brian Louis was going to come to Nigeria, I couldn't sleep. You see, I've heard his voice over a year, like a year plus, before everybody even probably met him in Immeri. I've been eating from him online. So it was my time to eat from him on site. I couldn't sleep. I was waiting to see him and just hug him like, see, you need to respect events and respect that bless you in events. The day Pastor Naf was going to come to Nigeria, I was like, hey, I will see, be hungry to learn, because that's the way we grow. And out of these 7 skills, mark yourself. Can you score 5/7? Can you score 6/7? And can you score 7/7? It's not about God will help me. It's not like that. Don't spiritualize anything. There is a process of learning. You went to university to learn something for 4 years. Why didn't they turn it to 6-month course? You survived 4 years, so you can survive these 7 skills. This is the curriculum. This is the syllabus of network marketing. It is not too much. Don't tell me it's difficult. It is not. Men are succeeding. Women are succeeding. Those that have gone to school are succeeding. You don't have your excuse is illegitimate. Your excuse don't exist. It doesn't even make sense to you if you're honest with yourself. And it's the skill number 8. And I'm going to wrap up with this skill number 8. Before I show you what skill number 8 is, if you're learning anything here, just give me some comments in the chat box. We still have 127 people here. For anybody that missed this training, oh my God, you will share this recording with them and you will follow up on them to watch it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a skill number 8. Who can guess what skill number 8 is? Who can guess? Who can guess? I know somebody will get it. Who can guess? I might just give you a prize if you win it. Who can guess what skill number 8 is? Who can guess what skill number 8 is? Can somebody type skill number 8 if you can guess? You can be right, you could be wrong. What's skill number 8? I just need some people to tell me what they think it is. Anybody? Going? Going, 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 going. Farm said duplicate. Mention your price. Don't worry, leave the price. You get the price. Skill number 8, I'll tell you what it is. Skill number 8 is mental toughness. And I'm going to finish on this. I'll be finishing in 2 minutes. Mental toughness. They asked Eric Worre. What is the most important of all these skill sets? Out of number 1 to number 7, what is the most important skill set out of number 1 to 7? And I can remember that video like the back of my hand. It said the most important skill set is mental toughness. I was wondering why he said that. And I realized that dead people don't make progress. People that have quit are no longer in the game to get a prize. People that have been snuffled out of the game cannot win in that game. People that quit before their time can't be celebrated for anything again. People that try something once and leave it will celebrate those that tried it the second time and got it. People that are weak mentally, people that are always bothered about what people say about them, people that are bothered about what people behind them say, forgetting that they are behind them, people that are worried about what people think of them as opinion, they can't survive in this industry and they would never become successful leaders here. That's why the skill number 8 for me is mental toughness. My personal definitions of mental toughness, you will take this screenshot, take it down. Stickability. You tried to break a board once, you didn't break. You tried to elite a board, you didn't elite. You went about preaching the gospel of quitting. I'm going to quit. I'm going to leave. I'm going to die. What have you gone through in this life? Like, seriously? Do you want to say, I worked in a bank for 9 years, both home and abroad, yeah? And I've seen business plan, and people will confidently and comfortably type it in a business plan that the break-even year is 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. So they are telling us in the bank that I'm not going to start making profit till year 3, till year 4. And we will look at it and we don't get angry with their honesty. We don't get angry that, why are you not making profit? We are not expecting them to pay back huge repayment until the year they say they want to give them. And we understand that reality, that they have to stick to it. If they quit in year 3, if their break-even is year 4, it becomes a bad loan. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to stick to it long enough to your break-even. If you could survive 4 years, 5 years to get your degree, why can't you stick for 3 years with this company to become a director or 1 star? I wanted to finish this journey in 1 year. There is nothing unfortunate about it, but I've not finished it in 1 year. I'm not dead yet. I'm still here and I'm still standing. I've preached in training halls that you can get this done in 12 to 24 months. If you do it in 12 months, you have not failed. If you do it in 12 months, doesn't make you more of a superstar than the person that stuck to it and got it done in 24 months. Stop comparing yourself to those at the top. Nobody dropped them at the top. They grew from the bottom, started from the bottom, now we are here. Ladies and gentlemen, be kind to yourself. Like Worre Pikin will say, when you walk small, you rest small. Stick to it. Don't kill yourself. That doesn't mean you should be lazy, but give yourself credit where credit. Don't wait for people to give you accolade. Give yourself accolade. I was on the prayer associate board. Now I'm on the executive board. Throw yourself a mini party. Stick to it because you know that only quitters are losers. Did you hear that? Only quitters are losers. You need to have this stick-to-itiveness. You want to get to Diamond Ambassador? I know you want to get there. It takes time. Because you want to have a baby in 1 month does not mean you should impregnate 9 women. It doesn't work that way. The 9 women would take 9 months each to give you 1 baby each. To be mentally tough is to kill every element of quitting you. Let me tell you why you or some of your team members have quit. You don't know they've quit, but they have quit. Do you know why? They went to their plan B. Quitting is as easy as going back to your plan B or going back to what you were doing before you came here. Some will say, I used to do this thing before I came to immeri. So it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. The quitting has started already. Quitting is a process. It starts from you prioritizing your plan B over your plan A. To see, before I used to, some people have taken advantage of the fact that I don't want to quit in immeri to do stuffs. But I think I've made enough statement and I've made it clear. I will stay here. We will stay here. We will kill every element of quit. I will kill anything that wants to kill us, period. Okay? So mental toughness is, I'm going to win or I win. You see, we don't die here. We multiply here. I don't talk those foolishness. We don't die. We don't die here. We don't die here. We multiply here. We grow here. We succeed here. That mentality, people can smell that mentality and people want to follow people like that. Just so you know, this is a leader's training. This is not a biscuit meeting. It's bone. We are eating bones here, not plastic. Right? To be mentally tough is to keep showing up. Even when the results are not showing up. You talk to 10 people, 10 of them say no. And you've got to be made of iron and steel to survive that rejection. See, if you can't handle this crap, network marketing is not for you. That crap is not on my slide, but take it down. C is for criticism. If somebody catches it, please type it in the chat box. If you cannot handle this crap, you can't survive in network marketing. C is for criticism. R is for rejection. A is for adversity. P is for prejudice. People will just see you and say you're proud. They don't even know jack about your life. People will see you posting a picture and they'll say you're braggadocious. They don't even know that's your way of calling things that are not as though they are. People will see you and will say you talk too much. We are in a speaking business, excuse me. We will speak till we get to Diamond Ambassador. People will say you are showing off when all you're doing is showing up. But you see, you have to be mentally tough to deny that reality to become. Because all they want to see you do is to become what they are saying. Don't give them that honor. To be mentally tough is to have the inability to die after you have been killed severally. You know when they keep stabbing you, they stab you in front, they stab you in back, they stab you on your head, they stab you inside your intestine, they stab you on your bum, but you just refuse to die. People like that, oh my God, they are the real winners. They need a different kind of accolades, people like that. To be mentally tough is to be made of steel. Hey, I'm talking to people that are not listening to me. I'm going to do that. Stop whining. Come on. You want to blow overnight without going through the process? I talked to 2 people. They say, no, Dr. Akimbarito, sorry, did I say Dr. Engineer Akimbarito told me, he gave me an example, an illustration one day, and I'll close with this illustration. We were in the immeri Growth Center inside of the training room, and you're going to learn something from this. He said, imagine there are 100 chairs here. And I tell you that under one, not 2, under one of all these chairs, there is $1 million check under one of these chairs. A check under the chair. A check under one of these chairs. And I want you to go through everything. If you believe me, good. If you believe there is a check, good. If you believe there is a check that has a check, good. How many chairs would you check before you stop checking? And I think I paused and I said everything. He asked, if you check the first 20 chairs, would you be discouraged? I'm not supposed to be because it means I have 80 more to check. If you check the first 50, should you be discouraged? You should be more excited because you're getting closer to seeing the check. If you check the first 80, ladies and gentlemen, this thing I'm sharing is deep. You need to pay attention. If you check the first 80 and you don't see the check, should that be the time to stop checking the chairs? Let's bring this home, ladies and gentlemen. Should that be the time to stop checking the chairs? Unfortunately, that is the time enable stop checking. If you check the first 90 chairs and you don't see the check, should your excitement not get bigger? That, oh, 10 more to check, 10 more to check, 10 more to check. Unfortunately, that's when people go and get employment job and collect 30,000 naira per month. If you check the first 99 shares, it's so sad people check 99 shares and leave the 100 share. Decide that you will check all the 100 shares for your check. Let me bring it to your phone. You have over 100 people on your phone. Give all the 100 people a chance to hear immeri, to see immeri, and to say no. Give them a chance to say no or to say yes. If you only find one yes out of 100, if that yes is a Segun king, don't you think you are good to go? And you check another 100 shares, and that person was a Mr. Brian Louis. Do you think you are good to go? Then you check the next 100 shares, and you saw one person inside, and that one person is J Mama. Do you not think you are good to go? You are good to go. You will blow in the business. Blow like Timaya, not blow like Iraq. Inability to die after checking several shares. I've had many team members say, Mr. Segun, I'm tired. And I said, tired of what? Of talking to people. But you're still talking to me. Save the energy and talk to others. There's a way to talk to people. It's a skill. Get skilled or get killed. And they think I'm tough. What should I do for you? What should I do to you? I can't spoon feed you. I can only spoon train you. To be mentally tough is to have the ability to move forward when everything around you is falling down. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end with this picture on your screen, your journey of becoming more. Everybody starts as a distributor. Whether you did your online registration or you came to the office and you signed a physical paper form, it makes you a distributor automatically, okay? You can't stay there. No, you can't. I'm telling the entire 130 people here to go and tell your 130 team members that you can't stay there. You can't remain a distributor. How many? Oh no, that is the least in this ladder of progression that you're looking at right now. You have to grow to become a partner. Let me tell you when you know you have become a partner. When you know you have a stake in immeri, you don't say their company, you say our company. You don't say I'm going to the office. You say, well, I'm going to my office. You don't say I want to call. See, if you have this sense of ownership, I don't say you own the people. You don't own your team member. No, you don't even own your children. God gave you them to take care of. So how can you say you own a team member? You don't own their life, spirit, and soul. If you have been making a mistake, let that mistake stop to them. But you own an organization that you have been given the trust to lead and to lead to greatness. So you become a partner. So you start talking to Miss Mayanne, Miss Queen, Mr. Aries like a partner. You have a hand in the growth of the company. There are things you can do that can move the business from point A to point B and move the company from point A to point B. Then you progress to becoming a business builder. People ask me, Segun, what do you do? I tell them I'm a business builder. I don't know if you have gotten there, but I've gotten there. I'm building a business. It's got nothing to do with what my upline helps me to do, does for me, or doesn't do for me. You have a sense of business. I don't have a physical shop, but I have a business. I don't have a storehouse, but I have a business. I have people I'm looking after. They are in different states in the country. So I don't beg for events in those states. I go there because those are the branch managers of my business, and I'm committed to helping them to get to the echelon of immeri. Until you can do it for free, you're not doing it passionately. But guess what? Do it passionately and you find out that you will never do it for free. Then you go from business builder to business leader. At that point, you can suck it in. At that point, you know you're an example. At that point, you are careful of the things you say because you know that you are going to a level whereby you have become a brand. Who doesn't know Segun King with immeri right now, except you're not following me on my social media handles? Then you grow to a top business leader, whereby you can raise other business leaders. You're raising elite executives. You're raising managers. You're raising directors. Ladies and gentlemen, grow. Just go to the chat box and type in become more. Type in become more, because that's what, see, you are still becoming more. So you can imagine you are becoming more, you have become more, and you are still wanting to become more. So why shouldn't everybody in your team become more? See, a single candle cannot light a forest, But when every candle is lit, the forest becomes a stadium. The forest becomes Maracana Stadium, all lit. One candle can't do this job. We're talking about a wave 2. Somebody say my body is not breaking. Hello, your body is not breaking. Are you on that board? Somebody is saying that there's no momentum in my state. Are you alive? Are you in that state? Somebody is saying that business is quiet. The question is, are you quiet? Somebody is saying that I don't know what's happening in my business. Hello, are you dead or you alive? You can make a difference. And I'm going to close this meeting with a story of Miss Patience Madline. I'm going to give this accolade to her here. While I joined the business, one of the things that made me mentally tough was her story of how she got to an executive board. It was supposed to be an inactive board, but she filled the entire board. You are in a board that is not moving. Remember Miss Patience Madlion. You are in a board that is sleeping on bike. Remember Miss Patience Madlion. She filled the entire stuff. Became a manager. Somebody say, how do you expect me to fill a board myself? You have not become more. See, you will stop talking that way. You will become like, you know what? I'm going to take all these are rooms and slots for me to produce more executive. These are rooms and slots for me to produce more managers. By the time you produce 8 executives, do you know what that will do for your team? It might not happen in 8 days. It might not even happen in 8 months, but it will happen if you say it's going to happen. Keep saying it, don't stop talking it, and you find out that you have become more. Ladies and gentlemen, become the best version of yourself, and you can only do that by seeing more, doing more, and becoming more. Thank you very much for your time. I'm grateful. Thank you, Ms. Queen, for this opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Aries, Ms. John. Thank you, May-Ann. I'm so duper grateful. If you found any kind or type of value, this is the time to go to the chat box and say something. Don't be an inactive student. Say something. Just say something. If you want to express your displeasure, that's the time to express it. If you want to ask a question, that's the time to ask it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've learned something. You have shared the most precious part of your Saturday with immeri and with our training. And from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you very much. I'm grateful. We will do this training at another time that God schedules. Okay, thank you very much. And I'm going to pass it back to Miss Gina, the amazing modeler, Miss Gina, to close the meeting for us. Thank you very much. God bless. Salute the familiar.
Thank you so much, my super and wonderful and amazing speaker. It was so powerful. It was a powerful session, and I know everyone here. Yes, I feel the passion in this training, and we so thank you for reminding us to become more. Please, who is becoming more in this room? Who is becoming more in this room? Are you ready to become more? Are you ready to become more? That is what we have today. Have you become more? Are you ready? Are you becoming more already? Yes, and that is what this amazing speaker has done today. Everyone is so impacted. It was a full power pack training. We love you and we say thank you as speaker. It was awesome. But at this point, before I go on, before the announcement, I would love to bring up someone, a very powerful speaker, also a very good trainer, all the way from Ghana. Please, I would love to bring up Mr. Frederick Yaumesa, our one-star director. Hello, sir. Are you on this call? We'd love to hear from you. Okay, while we're waiting for our speaker, please, I still need those powerful comments. This session was so great, it was powerful. If you are impacted, please want to hear you, want to see you say something to this amazing speaker. We need to see, okay. Someone is saying, please, can we get, yes, the session will be available on our website, www.immeri.university. Please, within 24 hours, it will be available on the website. Kindly visit the website on our training portion to get hold of this power-packed training. Mr. Yaumesa, are you on?
Yeah.
If you're on, oh, good day, sir.
Good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning, wherever we are. Mr. Segun, I am so excited and I'm really, really, really grateful I didn't miss this training. And I want to say a very big thank you to you. Honestly speaking, let me tell you what happened today. I had a meeting I was supposed to attend at 12 Ghana, that's 12 Ghana time. But when I saw your poster, I was just sitting down contemplating, should I attend this meeting or I should move out? But when I decided, I said, no, this gentleman, this is the first time I'm seeing his training, and at least let me make time and attend the training. So I quickly started sharing your poster on all platforms. You can check on the WhatsApp pages. I was just promoting the event that I want to see everybody coming for this training. And honestly speaking, you are an amazing guy. We want to hear more of you, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm very, 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 very happy that you decided to pour your heart out and share this with us. There are some few things that I picked, and I want to share with you. You mentioned that change is guaranteed, but growth is not. This was not part of the slide, so those who are not paying attention will miss it. Change is guaranteed, but growth is not. This is a very so powerful message that I picked. And I want to thank you for the energy that you have given to all of us and the power that we have also gotten from you. And again, one thing I want to share with you again that you mentioned, you said we should stop disrespecting the industry. We should stop disrespecting the industry. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. If you believe what you have and you are so sold on what you are doing, you will do whatever it takes to become more. And I'm so grateful for what you shared with us. And again, you also did something, and I'm so excited with it, and that is the mental toughness. Mental toughness. You will get a lot of challenges in your business, in the family. And I like the statement you made. You said you wanted to be a director at least within a year, but you are not there and you are still here, and you have decided to make sure that you move, but you will do it and do it until you move. And I am so excited and proud of you with that statement, because most people are in this business and they think that the business is just an event. You come in and the next 2-3 days you are there, but it is a process. Last week, I think last Thursday, when Nigeria was celebrating 2 years, I was like, wow, so soon 2 years. Then Secretary told me that, do you know that you were on your board as an elite manager for over 1 year plus? And I said, yeah. I said, that is it. The most important thing is that you must be committed and believe what you are doing. And I'm so excited. The last thing I want to share, which I picked from you, and that one I picked a screenshot, but let me just share this and tell you something. Most people see themselves forever as distributors. So when they are presenting, immeri will do this. Immeri says that. Immeri will do this. But you must see yourself as part of the company and say, we will do this. When you become a late manager, when you become a late executive, when you become a late pay associate, when you become an elite associate, we will get you this. You'll be promoted and we will pay you this. You are part of it and you share the stakes in it. So if the person sees that you are part of the people who are going to pay him, the belief will also come up. And I am so excited for what you've done, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you very much. I believe that everybody who came on this training is not going to lose anything at all. I was just sharing it and just inviting people, just reminding them, because honestly, I have met my target. My target was to see not less than 100 people on this call, and whoa, great leaders here, amazing partners, amazing leaders, amazing team leaders and top business leaders. That is where we need to look. We are all heading to become top business leaders and not top distributors. No, top business leaders. And this is where we need to focus. So forget about the challenges. You must have that mental toughness. And I always say, I am a hardcore person. hardcore. You can tell me whatever. No. I am focusing on my focus. J Mama, that is her statement. I am focusing on my focus. The most important thing is that I believe in the industry, I believe in the company, and I believe in what I am doing. And I am very sure as we keep learning and tweaking it and unlearning and learning and relearning, we will get there. And this is just the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to encourage everybody on this call. This is not the first, this is not the last, but please be reminded that every event, no matter how busy you are, I was just inviting a lady, and she said she's at a funeral. And immediately she connected. You mentioned that there are weddings and there'll be weddings and there'll be weddings. And she said, Mr. Mensah, I'm still learning and I'm so grateful that you asked me to partner this. I had a gentleman who also connected from far away, Burkina Faso. He said, I can't speak the English very well, but I'll be on the call. And he was just giving me screenshots like that. And I'm so excited. Thank you very much. And we are so grateful. Gina, you are so amazing. And again, I want to salute all leaders on this call, and you are all amazing leaders. And let's keep pushing this immeri business to the whole world, to the whole community, and let's ensure that we become the top business leaders we want to be. You are all welcome, and God bless you all. But before I end, I want to say a very big thank you to your wife for preparing you for this morning to come and share this opportunity with us. Priska, I salute you and thank you because you made him what he is this morning, and we are grateful. And we pray that you will let him become more so that together we also earn more and enjoy more from him. God bless you all, and thank you for the opportunity. Gina, I'm grateful for this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sharing with us those words. Yes, like Mr. King, from him, I got to know that let go of the good and embrace the great, because the great is better than the good. And yes, it's been an amazing and awesome presentation. We had a whole full house, 125 participants on this call. It was great. And we saw the passion in this presentation. He gave it his all. He shared with his heart, and that is it. That is what we do in immeri. Sharing is rewarding. Okay, right now, we are inviting everyone, especially those who are in Enugu, or you have partners, you have friends in Enugu, please join us tomorrow, 18th of July in Enugu for a business presentation. We have Mr. Iris, Dr. John Mukoro, Professor Ifoma Okoye, Mrs. Chaku, they'll all be there in Enugu. The time will be 3 p.m. Please make yourselves available, invite your partners to be part of this amazing training. The venue will be at Carlton Swiss Grand Hotel at Independence Layout. Please make yourselves available for this training. And yes, on Monday, to all our Lagos business partners, we are inviting you to a mega business opportunity presentation with no other than Mr. Aki Barreto, the winner of iGrowth Speaker of 2020, and also with Miss Queen Komoda, Vice President, immeri International Markets. Please make yourself available for this wonderful training on Monday. We are inviting everyone to be at immeri Growth University at our office in Maryland. 11 a.m. is the time. 11 a.m. is the time. Make yourselves available for this training. Let's come and build together. That is why we're inviting everyone. And again, the our promos are running. We have promo that is ending today, and we have promos that will run all through the month of July. Please reach out to us to get more information about these promos. We have promos that are running. To be part of them, please reach out to us on our WhatsApp line, or you reach out to the CSR, Anita and Temi, for more information on our promos. And also reach out to the Ghana office. They also have promos that are running. Please reach out to them to get more information about the promos that are running. And we love everyone who has been on this call. Please, we love everyone to switch on your cameras. We love to see you and also to hear from you. We're going to say a very big thank you to our speaker. It's been powerful. It was awesome. It was a power-packed one today, and I know everyone got value for the training today. We all got value for the training today. Please switch on your cameras. Let's see our faces. Let's see our faces. Switch on your cameras. We're going to take a selfie. And also, you're free to say that thank you. Send out your good message to our speaker. Okay. Okay, the promo that is today, the promo that is ending today, please reach out to us on our WhatsApp lines 081493500031. We'll share the information with you. All right. We'd love to hear everyone, please. Hello. Let's say very big thank you to our speaker for today.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining.
08149350031 is our WhatsApp line, immeri Nigeria. 08149350031 is our number for immeri Nigeria. Please reach out to us for more information on the promos.
All right, feel free to unmute yourself and say bye to anybody. Mr. Kimbareto, thank you very much, sir. Respect. Mr. Banlu, thank you. J Mama in the building. Salute the familiar. I know wifey is here. Priska, love you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Amazing afternoon.
Wonderful, wonderful training. You are speaking different languages. I wrote it on my Iko Alakbara. I hope I got it right.
Yes, sir.
Very, very well done. I'm so proud of you, Segun King. Oh my goodness. God bless the day that you said yes to Emery. You're an amazing, amazing gentleman, and your growth is absolutely tremendous. The #1 project that you will ever work on your life is Project You. And I'm so proud of you. All of the things you've overcome, all of the things that you've done, the things that you have put behind you. You have let go of the good and embraced the great. And there is greatness in every single thing that you do. I couldn't be more proud of you. You're amazing. Thank you so much for this tremendous, tremendous training. I can't wait for the recording to be up to watch it all over again and do as I was doing here. Every time you hit something on the head, I was like, wow, wow, wow. You know, so many nuggets. Thank you so much. You're amazing.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Kimbareto.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We love you guys here in Trinidad. Awesome
Hey,
leadership.
Mama, you still there?
Soon.
Right, thank you. You can unmute yourself.
Hey, Engineer Barreto, I salute you. I'm seeing the J Mama, I'm seeing Anthony, Dogbe, Charlie Johnson, Abigail. Hey, Ralph Johnson, salute you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. See you on Monday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.